Hi everybody, this is methlokaiju, and today I'll be talking about some brand new Godzilla Monster Planet information. Now, the movie has been released in Japan since yesterday, since the hours are different. Here in the US, it was the 16th, over there it was the 17th, but over here it's now the 17th. But now that the movie has been released, there is bound to be tons of spoilers, and guess what? There is, and I'll be talking about them today in this video. So everything I'm about to say is really spoilerific, so if you do not want to know about all this information, then I guess keep out of my channel for a while. Yeah, definitely for a while. So anyhow, let's just get right in. This includes the following, okay? Again, spoilers. Okay? But this includes the following. Basically, kind of like an end shot, which kind of previews what will be occurring in the sequel, 2 Godzillas, and other stuff of that sort. So yeah, lots of stuff to get into, so let's go ahead and begin. So let's talk about Godzilla's height, first of all, because it's like the less spoilerific, I guess, in my opinion. And I just want to say one thing. This Godzilla is massive, okay? There is 2 heights, floating around, but they are pretty similar, so I guess they are pretty legitimate. And basically, this Godzilla is 300 to 400 meters tall. Yeah, that is huge. That is absolutely massive. Most Godzillas are around 300 feet tall, okay? Godzilla 2014, he's around 355 feet tall. Well, this Godzilla, he's 300 meters, or possibly even 400 meters. That is absurd. Into feet, that would be around 900 feet to 1,200 feet. So yeah, this Godzilla, biggest kaiju, well, not the biggest kaiju ever, because there's some Ultraman kaiju which are massive, but in the Godzilla universe, definitely the biggest thing ever. Like, that is huge. Like, wow, that is absolutely massive. So yeah, that is Godzilla's height. As I've already said, huge. So now let's talk about, I guess we can talk about the second Godzilla. So yes, as I've mentioned, there is a second Godzilla. Now, keep in mind, this Godzilla is very puny compared to, the original Godzilla that's 300 or so meters tall. He is actually 50 meters tall. He's pretty small, and basically he came from the original Godzilla, similar to Servum or Salvum. Basically, I guess a little piece of flesh or DNA or whatever came off from the original Godzilla and then replicated and then turned into the smaller Godzilla, which is 50 meters. This Godzilla is actually successfully killed by the newly arrived humans. So yeah. Now, you might be wondering, how is this Godzilla killed? Well, we kind of need to first know that it seems Godzilla does have a force field, an electromagnetic force field, which I suppose that's how the original Godzilla was able to sustain 150 nukes. That's probably how he defeated that feat. Very impressive indeed. So basically, Harua, which is the main character, he somehow finds a way to actually turn that mechanism off, which wouldn't allow Godzilla to actually create a force field. They do attempt it on this smaller 50-meter Godzilla, and it actually worked. They successfully killed it. And then they try and attempt it on the bigger one, but it ultimately failed. All the ships are destroyed by Godzilla. Yeah, and then I guess we're kind of altering a little bit to my next point, which is the ending, which kind of preludes to the sequel movie. Now, if you did not see my last video, you definitely should check that out. Basically, there was a new poster featuring a mechanic creature, a mech, basically. And there is a title for it, but there's so many translations, I'm not going to even mention it yet, because there's so many different translations and everything. But they basically all kind of say, like, Mechanic City or, something like that. But this is basically how the end scene go. So basically, after the destruction of the ships, thanks to Godzilla or whatever, Haruo and his team, they basically find like a city, an abandoned city, and that is where they stand in front of this giant mech, which is basically Mecha Godzilla. So I originally did say that I did not think it was Mecha Godzilla because the design just looks really different. But it seems that it's Mecha Godzilla, or at least something really similar to Mecha Godzilla. So yeah, 100% confirmed that there will be a mech in the second movie, which again is releasing May of next year. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I also wanted to add on that, I kind of wanted to add on to the plots, which I already mentioned, which is basically Haruo able to turn off Godzilla's field, or shield, excuse me, and then, killing the small one or whatever. I do want to mention, first of all, that the smaller Godzilla, the 50-meter Godzilla, is called, like, Phileas or something. I'll put the name right there. Phileas, I'm not exactly sure how you really say it or whatever. But basically what occurs is that they send a team to kill Godzilla, but then that's when the Servum or Salvum utterly destroy the ships and robots or whatever. And so then they're just kind of stranded there. Then they stumble upon Godzilla. They assume it's the original Godzilla. They use Haruo's plan on, turning off the force field or the shield or whatever. And they actually successfully killed them, as I've already mentioned. But then later on they realize, oh wait, that is not the original Godzilla, because this Godzilla, the height, the weight, all that, is basically the same as the Godzilla from 20,000 years ago. Meaning it's probably new. And then they realize this, they notice the big one, basically, the 300-meter tall one. They get defeated, and that's when they kind of come along some indigenous people who were stranded on Earth since, 20,000 years ago. And I don't know, they kind of have like weird random stuff on or whatever. And then that's when, end credit scene, they look up, they see Mechagodzilla, I guess, or a version of Mechagodzilla, and he's ready to activate it, and whatever. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to add that in, just in case maybe there's some contradicting information, and then I'm blamed for like giving out false information or something. I don't know, just in case. So yeah, that's basically all for this video. Please tell me in comment below, what are your thoughts on all this information? I think it's really awesome. I think it's really cool that Mechagodzilla is coming. The Mechagodzilla design, I'm kind of fine with it actually. The head does look a little, does look a bit odd in my opinion. But overall, looks like a pretty good design. Second Godzilla, that is pretty cool in my opinion. I mean, we've seen two Godzillas in the same screen before, like an offspring, so it's not really that odd. And it is way smaller, so it kind of looks like an offspring, kind of. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I am disappointed that the Servum or Salvum are just kind of there just to kind of like be a nuisance to the humans, and that's it. I did hope, or I did wish that there was like a Queen Servum or something. I think that would have been pretty cool, but oh well, I guess. And there's also no mention of a nose laser, so I think this pretty much confirms that there's no nose laser, and it was just kind of coincidental there was like a laser coming out or whatever. So yeah, but that's basically all for this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.